If you have the capacity to tremble with indignation every time that injustice is committed in the world, then we are comrades. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. Every day people straighten up the hair, why not the heart? Be realistic, demand the impossible. Let the world change you and you can change the world. I am not a liberator. Liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. The first duty of a revolutionary is to be educated. Silence is argument carried out by other means. I would rather die standing up to live life on my knees. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. The best form of saying is being. A country that does not know how to read and write is easy to deceive. The true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. The revolution is made through human beings, but individuals must forge their revolutionary spirit day by day. One has to grow hard, but without ever losing tenderness. It's a sad thing not to have friends. But it is even sadder not to have enemies. Wrapped in a police blanket, I watched the rain and smoked one black cigarette after another. Let me say, at the risk of seeming ridiculous, that the true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. Some give the impression they go on living only because it's a habit they cannot shake. The guerrilla band is not to be considered inferior to the army against which it fights simply because it is inferior in firepower. Democracy represents the dictatorship of the exploiting classes. Homesickness starts with food. When forces of oppression come to maintain themselves in power against established law, peace is considered already broken. The life of a single human being is worth 1,000,000 times more than all the property of the richest man on earth. In a real revolution, one either lives or dies. When people hate their government, it is easy to take it down. The sea danced on the small stretch of beach, indifferent to its own eternal law and spawning its own note of caution. The life of a single human being is worth 1,000,000 times more than all the property of the richest man on earth. If I lose, it will not mean that it was impossible to win. One must endure without losing tenderness. Peaceful coexistence cannot be limited to the powerful countries if we want to ensure world peace. Better to die standing than to live on your knees. Passion is needed for any great work, and for the revolution, passion and audacity are required in big doses. Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats. If you can find ways without any obstacles, it probably leads nowhere. Chess is an effective means to educate and train the human intellect. The ultimate and most important revolutionary aspiration, to see human beings liberated from their alienation. Real revolutionaries adorn themselves on the inside, not on the surface. We must struggle every day so that this love for humanity becomes a reality. You can live by your own rules. To accomplish much, you must first lose everything. Words that do not match deeds are not important. We have no right to believe that freedom can be won without struggle.